Deutsche Panzer durchbrechen Drahtsperren und dringen in ein Dorf ein.
What branch did you go to?
Infantry.
Infantry. So how did you end up with a Silver Star?
Well, it's a story, long story, but you want it?
I want to hear it.
Well, we didn't get into Stoumont yet, but that's where it all started. The lieutenant took off, and he left the men in there. They're supposed to find a delaying action because Colonel Piper was coming with his 30 tanks. How do we know it was 30 tanks? I found them on a patrol, and I counted the tanks, and they wouldn't believe my story. The regimental headquarters, because I called for artillery. We had them. They were in a defilated area. 30, and they were washing up, shaving, eating, and all that. And when I came back and told the old man that what happened, that we didn't get no artillery, he said they wouldn't believe you. So they sent another lieutenant down from regimental for me to take him back again, find out where Colonel Piper is, to confirm my story. Oh well, my company commander was really mad, but he said you're going to have to go again. So sure enough, we found him again, and I told the lieutenant, I said, start counting the tanks. There was 30 tanks there. He got up to 22. He said, let's get out of here. I says, no, sir. I said, the 30 tanks, you better get up to 30 tanks. He got up to 28. I said, let's go. We got out of there. So when I come back, the old man called me up again. He says, they're going to find a delaying action in Stoumont, because if Colonel Piper gets through Stoumont, he can get the 400,000 gallons of gas and keep on going to Antwerp, Belgium. And he'll cut the Allies' lines right in half. The old man said, you're going to have to go down there to see how they're set up. They're going to have to try to hold them for a while until the division comes up. And the only way Colonel Piper could come in and go through Stoumont, there was one road going into town where we were. So we spread it out. I set up the machine units where I wanted them, and there was only one way to come around that corner with his lead. If we could knock his lead tank off, we'd block the road. So I got all of the 2 tankers that were over there. And we talked about what we're going to do between them and us, and me. And I told him, I'll get a forward observer to get a little closer to that corner where they're going to come. So I said, boy, it looks like I have to go be a forward observer and direct the fire when the first tank comes around that corner. Sure enough, there comes the first tank. And I was only around 40, 50 yards away. But I directed the fire. Left 10 yards, right 5 yards, you're short 15 yards. I took a guess as best as I could do. And sure enough, the shots hit the tanker. They knocked the gun where he couldn't move the gun on us at all. Couldn't turn that gun. One of the tracks fell off. That tank was right in the middle of the road, stopping the other tanks behind it from coming through. So we delayed them quite a while. Then they sent 2 half-tracks with soldiers on them. Must have been at least six soldiers on each half-track. 6 or 7 or something like that. And I told one of the fellows that was in charge of the machine guns section, I said, there's the ones you were waiting for. And sure enough, he knocked out 2 half-tracks. And they couldn't do nothing for quite a while. Now we held them off for 4.5 hours. Well, I told the men to pull back to the houses, and we're fighting them house to house. I got separated from the men. I wanted to see what else is coming at us. And sure enough, there's a tank with six SS men coming towards the house that I'm in. So I said, I better get the heck out of here. I went on the 2nd floor, and I knew that I could get 2 or 3 of them, because I had a 1,000 machine gun with me. So they had that tank and the 6 guys coming up, SS boys. And one of them come up to the door. He took a grenade. He threw it up the steps. And it landed in the room that I was in. Well, I was going to go out the back window anyway. I didn't have to go. It went off, and I went flying out. And I landed on my back. But how I got up and ran up to the next house, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Now they got us. So now they're getting us up, going to march us to L'Agliese, to a big building. There was a big building. They're going to put us in there. Now, waggle, kicking the pants. The rifle come down, woo, in the back. Come down on my neck. Come down on my back again. Kick me. Grab my stuff. See if I had any cigarettes or anything. Not only to me, to the rest of the guys too. Some of them got killed on the floor. And we took a beating going up because the German troops coming down would stop us too. They'd do the same thing. Look for the cigarettes, look for the candy bars if you had any. Give us a kick in the pants. So now they got us in that room. And there is a lieutenant, German lieutenant. He went up to me and he said, who's your leader? I said, well, he probably got killed. I said, I didn't want to say he took off. So he went up to the other guys. Some of them are just from the States. They told me they only had 11 weeks of training, 10 weeks of training, 10, 11 weeks. So he went and he asked them, who's your leader? And the kid didn't know it. He points at me. He come over, give me a wallop, and loosens up my teeth. Oh, I went down. He says, that's for lying. And guess what he said? I'm a graduate from the Chicago University. How do you like that? In English. So now, the stuff is coming in. And we could see it was really coming in, our artillery. And that's when we heard some tapping on the window down cellar. And we told we're Americans, don't throw no goddamn grenade in there. The ones that really gave us the business, there was around 8 of them. They were bastards. They kicked us, they shoved us, they hit us with that goddamn rifle again. I mean, hit us. You know the butt of the rifle.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Oh man! In fact, around 2-3 years ago, one of the doctors, 2 doctors, examined me about my neck. They told me I should get it operated on. But anyway, that's what happened. So that was it.